The next thing I'm going to do is I want to actually get a little bit of reverb in there just to kind of give it a little bit of extra depth. So let's just grab the reverb plugin and I'll show you very quickly how to kind of set this up from scratch now that we know what we're kind of aiming for. So definitely want to turn that eco onto high, the quality, global quality. Turn off the spin. I'm going to turn off the input processing for now. Actually, no, let's use that one. And I think I'm going to turn off the chorus as well. And I'm going to pull down this so that we've just got a little band here. I'm going to, for now, I'm going to put the dry wet up to 100%, just so we can hear what we're actually working with, but we'll turn this right down afterwards. So let's say we want it somewhere around there for now. I'm going to bring the size down pretty low, 0.3-ish. You can really hear how much more up front that is. And then we can bring the decay time down to around 300 to 200 to 300 somewhere. I'm going to turn the reflect up, which is kind of like the early reflections. Pull the density down a little bit. Cool. So we've got, you know, a nice extra kind of layer to add in there that's not too splashy. So the reverb setting we were working with before is, you know, much longer kind of tail. This is something that's very bright and immediate now. There is actually in the rack supplied with this tutorial, there's reverb warmth, which essentially does this exact patch. So if I open this up here, you can see that we've got a very, very similar kind of setting going on here. So if you want to be able to kind of get to this quickly, or you even just want to save just the reverb as a preset, it's available for you in this reverb warmth rack as well. So now we've got that kind of in there, we can adjust the dry wet to a point where it's like we're just about starting to hear it, but it's not really super noticeable. Yeah, nice, so that kind of works. Now another way, having looked at the way that these racks operate, another way of doing this that might be cleaner, although slightly less quick to set up, is if we put this into a rack. So I'm going to group that there, so now it's inside a rack. And we're now going to have a dry chain with nothing on it, and a wet chain with the reverb. And I'm going to turn the reverb dry wet up to 100%. So now we've got just our pure reverb channel. And we can mix this into exactly wherever we want it to be. Now the big advantage of doing it this way is that you can then EQ the reverb afterwards if you want to. Now the reason for that is if I pull this open so it's nice and big, check out what's going on down the bottom here. And to be honest, even this stuff here, that's not kind of ideal, really. So we're definitely going to want a low cut after this reverb. Nice, so now we've kind of set up our own rack there. Just open the Spectrum back up. And you could save this reverb rack as well as just another kind of handy alternative version. But like I said, there's the reverb warmth rack right here that comes supplied with the tutorial that has all this functionality, and it's also got some of the most useful settings kind of already macroed out.